All right, there we go. Welcome, everyone, to the All About Nothing podcast, kind of daily show. I am Barrett Gruber, host of the All About Nothing podcast with Zach King. You can find me across all of social media at Barrett Gruber. With me is the host of the podcast Black, White, and Blue in the South with Dr. Jamil Brooks. It's Bill Kimler. You can follow him across all social media at Political Bill SC. If you want to participate in the show, you can chat with us on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. You can find links at the top of our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. Please follow and subscribe wherever you're hearing us. Let's get started. Hello, Bill. How are you?
Hiya, Barrett. How the heck are you?
I am well.
I really enjoyed our last time together with your friend.
Oh, with
whose name I've already forgotten. Who was it?
Juan.
That's right.
Juan of the Travel People's podcast. He is a what do they call the people that do the
gypsies? That's what they are.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They wander around.
Yeah. Jess is checking in with us. She wanted to say that she's catching us live. Jess, I
know I had to check my neck before I get on air. Now I'm all self-conscious.
Oh,
I got a nice full neck.
What was wrong with your neck before?
Oh, nothing. Just she's very particular with necks.
Oh, that's odd.
And commenting on men's necks. So
that is odd. Speaking of necks into heads, Zach, I did fulfill my end of the bet with Zach this weekend. Here's the thing. I was not aware that after you have had your hair, whether it's your head or your beard or whatever, I was not aware that was supposed to, you weren't ever supposed to use hot water for like whatever. But when I shower, I shampoo my hair. I do my beard every single day. And with it being, 15 degrees outside, I typically use scalding hot water, especially in the face. So my beard is not blue as it was yesterday, which is my own fault, but I did fulfill my.
It's a great disappointment, by the way. Yeah. Like it should have been permanent. It should have slipped off your beard and gone onto your face. Like I should be looking at like a member of the Blue Man Group right now. That's what I was hoping for.
I want to say this, that there are spots in my shower where there is blue that I don't know are going to come out. So it made an impact in there. I do have a little sneak preview of I guess, what's to come with the sharing of Zach actually doing my beard. So I was going to give you a little sneak preview of this.
I'm betting. Did he sit behind you like Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze on Ghost?
No.
Hold on. No romantic music. Nothing.
Yeah. No. Let me fix this the audio real quick because I want to make sure that you can hear this. So Zach colored my beard yesterday. You know what? First, let me show you. This was actually the end result. That was, we did bleach it and he did color it blue. So I did make sure to take my.
Is that the full beard or you just got the lower part and that was
No, he did the whole beard. And I'll show you here in a second because he did do the whole beard. The problem is that my beard was really dark. We did bleach it. But unfortunately, the bleaching didn't actually take completely because we probably would have had to do several rounds with it. And as you'll see when we actually air the episode, I was starting to succumb to the chemical smell that happens when the hair starts to interact with the bleach. It was
working across your face,
not comfortable.
Well, I said I'd try. All right, I want to do the goat first.
Okay.
Oh my God! I think I saw this in the Epstein files. I swear this was part of the documentation. Holy crap! Look at that shenanigans. Is this on Epstein Island?
Yeah. I couldn't put Vaseline
where the snow
on it
was.
If I wanted.
Snow is still on the ground. Yeah, Epstein Island.
Oh God, this is the best. I hope the Panthers always win. CAROLINA. Banter.
One upping it next year.
Dude, no, I finally won. You're gonna look like a blue Billy Mays. Billy Mays here. Blue face. Have you been interested in blue face? So I got a product for you. This stuff. Blue, 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 blue. Red, orange, red, orange. That's so funny how it just lightened the fuck out of it. Imagine that on your head for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That shit fucking burned my fucking scalp, dude. And then I looked like an idiot when I was done. You're gonna look like what's his name from Arrested Development, David Cross.
He looks like he's just spackling your face.
Yeah.
That's
Like there's no
much,
tenderness. There's no love.
Right.
What the hell?
I'm trying to do your mustache. That's the best way to do it. Hold it there. He's blue, he was green, he would die. Lost a bet, this dumb guy made with me high. He made a bet in a blue window.
Was he getting your nose hairs as well? He really went up there.
You're like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on your white of your beard, full on like Banter blue. Yeah, I love it. This is literally 6 or 7 years of me fucking losing, guys. So how sweet this is fucking great.
So anyway,
That was the worst gay porn I've ever seen.
You think so? Yeah.
Thumbs down. Thumbs
Yeah.
down.
Speaking of theatrical releases of such, which
Were we?
I mean, you were talking about gay porn. I don't know where they release that typically, but I have to imagine it's not in theaters. Did you get an opportunity to go out this weekend, check out the Melania movie?
Of course.
Yeah. What was
Front row seats.
I think every theater still had seats available.
No, the truth is they didn't even show it in my neighborhood. The
No?
one theater we have here in Greenwood didn't show it. I'm surprised.
It actually didn't show in very many theaters across the country. How many theaters do you think there are here in the United States?
Oh, I couldn't even begin to guess.
I would say somewhere around the 15,000. Melania's movie only opened in looking at the number. I had it right in front of me just a second ago. It was like 1,100 theaters, like maybe 1,100 theaters. Made $7 million domestically, which does not cover what is I want to say a 73 or 63 million dollar shortfall on what expectations.
Well, you got to concede the fact that everybody, or I would say 99% of the people who went to see that movie came out of it loving it. Just gave it thumbs up on their way out. So I would say it was probably one of the highest viewer ratings you'll ever see. Moviegoer ratings.
Yeah, we can talk about that too. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 10%. That is which I don't know how they formulate their numbers or whatever, but I know that
it's based on actual legitimate critics who have a presence in newspaper or online, but they're they've got themselves a reputation, and then they aggregate all of the reviews into yeses and nos.
Right.
So a 10% means that 90% of this large group of movie critics gave it a thumbs down.
Yeah. I went through some of the reviews. So they
were clever.
Yeah. As just a normal person who isn't a movie critic, you can also review on Rotten Tomatoes. The number of 5-star reviews was extremely high of the people that were not technically critics. The critics, I don't think I saw more than 1 star. And I think 1 star is as low as you can go. I don't know if you.
My favorite review was worst experience I've ever had in a theater from Abraham Lincoln. That was my favorite review. Stick in my head.
Yeah,
Did you see that video I sent you yesterday of that young black man saying, "Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go see Melania.
Yeah.
I'm getting in the car. Here I go."
And then he snuck in. He didn't pay to get in. He snuck in.
No.
Oh, was this a different video?
This is a video. Yeah, he gets in his car. Right. He says, I'm going to go see it. I'm going to watch it. I don't care. I'm going to see it for myself and judge for myself." So then he pulls into this alleyway and his car's facing a dumpster.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yep, pretty much what I expected."
That was good. That was good. I saw another one where a gentleman snuck into the movie theater to watch it. He was in there with 3 other people, three women. when he was leaving the theater, he asked him, he said, what'd y'all think of the movie? And they all three of them were like, oh, it was a fantastic movie. It's a great movie. It's a coming of age, whatever. And he got into it with him. He said, you don't find it odd that, this was basically just Jeff Bezos just handing Donald Trump and his family, $27 million for whatever. She made more money on a documentary where there was no screenwriters, there was no, I will give you this, just based on the trailer, the cinematography looked nice. I mean, they had
when Brett Ratner is not on Epstein's island, he does a pretty good job.
That's right.
Behind the camera.
That's right. Brett Ratner, absolutely listed in the Epstein files. I'm
like, is there anything more, of course, than a guy who's been credibly accused of rape? He left to go to Israel to avoid charges back at home. So he's been living in Israel this whole time.
Right.
Is tapped to direct this film about the president's wife, who was, by many accounts, picked by Epstein. Actually, maybe she volunteered to get to Epstein to find her way in. And then he's in the Epstein files with pictures of him and young girls, and he's the guy that wrote this or directed this film.
Right.
Is there anything more, of course, than that?
No, it's all very apropos.
And none of them on that side of the aisle are blinking an eye at this.
No, of course not. Of course not. Preference coming in with a hard one. Stevie Wonder said he was going to go see it, but he said he wasn't blind enough and even walked out. I think it's comically funny, but also it's disturbing at what lengths billionaires will go to hand over money to Trump.
And meanwhile, I was just reading how he is slashing the news organization at the Washington Post, which he also bought, cutting out international news, cutting out local news, cutting down on sports. He's really reducing the size of a formerly great institution.
Yeah,
it is pathetic.
Yeah,
it is truly pathetic. Now, I can't wait until he does release it on digital, on Amazon Prime, because the memes and clips that are going to come out of this, once the public gets a hold of digital copies,
right?
I am all here for it. I will watch those nonstop. They will be brilliant, genius. They will improve this movie a hundredfold. I can't wait. I may even participate.
I was a little surprised to find out that there was actually a plot to the movie. It's not just a documentary or whatever, but it's done in a documentary style. But the whole plot of the movie is she's going through the process of deciding what dress she's going to wear to the inauguration. And in the end, ironically, she's wearing a dress of the Epstein files, because it was a white dress that had been redacted.
I'm going to do some editing of that film when it comes out, and I'm going to put in the climax of the film is your beard being dyed blue by Zach. Like, somehow all the events lead up to that moment. I can't wait.
That'll be good. So
infinitely better film than what was put out there in the theaters. I can already see it.
I can't wait. I will make sure that I have got the popcorn ready to go. Zach called it. I think everyone called it, really, but it was on the episode we did a couple weeks ago or last week, I can't remember. He did say that he believed the movie was going to be a complete flop. I will say this: it was the highest. It did break a record. It was the highest documentary style movie to come out in the last 10 years. But then I saw memes and videos of people saying that they were going to go and watch on Netflix Michelle Obama's documentary that came out 10 years ago, something like that, to see if they could get the Netflix numbers up higher for the weekend than Melania's movie. I haven't seen the final numbers, but I have seen TikTok of political girl. I can't remember her real name, but she.
I know who you're talking about.
But she said that Netflix's Michelle Obama documentary got almost 3 times as many views over the weekend as Melania's movie in the theaters.
Well, didn't Taylor Swift put out a documentary last year? I mean, her concert film, does that not count as a documentary?
Yes, but it's a music. So there's a difference between a documentary and a music documentary. So they
I mean,
have
it's,
that
again, subtle
category.
difference, but it's still it's nonfiction. It's based on real events that happened.
Right.
It was filmed as it happened and edited afterwards and released in theaters.
Yeah.
And the Taylor Swift one made $115 million her opening weekend.
Yeah.
So I got to think that $8 million is a drop in the bucket compared to what Taylor Swift pulled out.
Piddly. Yeah. And of course, you know, it's tax season. So immediately my thoughts go to, will they claim this in the taxes next year? And my guess is that they will not. Just an idea. Preference also said that they're waiting for Barrett Bluebeard. This is as blue as it's going to be. I hate to inform everybody, but I made the mistake of taking a shower this morning with hot water, and it washed out. Jess, if you want to, you're more than welcome to come down and try it again. But we have to find something to bet on so that I lose, and then you can do it. So we'll see. Jess might clean it up. I wanted to discuss another video that came to light after Donald Trump's press conference last week, where how do I describe this? Every video I am seeing is claiming that Donald Trump shit himself in the Oval Office when they were discussing something having to do with drug manufacturing and distribution or something like that. But they were talking about what's black tar? What do they call it? It starts with an H. Anyway. But I want to share this, and I'm going to turn the volume up as loud as I possibly can to see if you can spot when exactly Donald Trump shits himself. So I'll just play this. Of course, now I don't think that I shared the audio part. Let me make sure that I've got the audio selected so that it pops up as well. But what people are basically saying is that Donald Trump shit himself in the Oval Office, and you can see people's reactions to it. So let me play that.
Chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to keep up. We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. No, I hear fantastic things. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it a lot.
Did you catch it? Did you catch when it happened?
No, I can't say I did, but I'll just be honest for a second. I'm actually kind of disappointed you decided to go here with this clip. Like I was looking forward to a serious political discussion with you, and we throw in a little bit of frivolity in there once in a while, but that's beneath you, Barrett. Like that video is completely beneath you. It's kind of embarrassing, and I don't know. I think we got more important things we can be talking about.
Can we do it one more time? Can we just can I share it one more time? Just I'm sorry. You're right, Bill. We usually stay more highbrow than this, but I gotta share it again.
Chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to keep up. We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. No, I hear fantastic things.
Every one of those people behind him, absolutely.
What you really, so just to clarify my previous comment, you got to realize I sent Barrett that video earlier today and said you got to play this on the air. But you were nice enough not to call me out on that. I don't know why you would. But I think you need to continue that video because you need to watch the blonde girl that's behind him. That blonde lady starts covering her nose. Like you can see her shift her attention quick. Like, what was that? Then she goes back. And then as Trump starts talking, she covers her face and then they scoot the press out faster than you can blink. Like they kick that press out so fast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'll start it again and we'll play it through its entirety. But just watch for the woman in the green dress. If you watch for her reaction, as soon as it happens, she reacts. And and you know, I know they added a little thing here, but the audio is real. So I'm gonna again, I've got it turned up as high as it's gonna go. So let's watch it.
Chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to keep up. We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. No, I hear fantastic things.
Reaction.
Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you. He's doing a fantastic job.
Mr. President, can you respond to the new
There it is.
poll that says people think ICE's tactics are too aggressive? Photographers, reporters, cameras, we're going. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Like, why are they pushing them out so quickly? There was a sense of urgency.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and this isn't the first time he's done it. He's done it in the Oval Office. He's done it multiple times on camera. I am not 100% certain that he knows that he's done it, except I think in this case he did, because he's the one that initiated the press being excused out of the Oval Office, right? So it's clearly uncontrollable. We had reports last week that there was, when he was doing The Apprentice and Celebrity Apprentice, that he had a man on his staff that was known as the Wiper, or something to that effect, that literally was there during filming just to carry around wet wipes in case Donald Trump, then back in the early 2000s, shit himself. And so that way he could go and clean himself up. And he had a guy that was there literally paid just to walk around with wet wipes.
I almost feel a little sorry for Dr. Oz.
Right?
Because Trump was the one that spun around and shook his hand after the deed was done.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine being like, I have to shake this man's hand. He's carrying a load in his diaper right now, and I'm shaking his hand. And those are the kind of memories you just cherish forever.
And Dr. Oz was with Oprah during the period of time where she was doing all the different weight loss things that she was doing. By the way, Oprah looks fantastic now. And she didn't before. I mean, she didn't not before, but
this is a hole you cannot dig yourself out of. Move on.
I messed up. But he was with her during all of that, and I have to imagine he had to go through some of the odd weight loss stuff that she was doing. You know,
well, wasn't he prescribing her his medications? That would be why.
That would be possible. Donald Trump is continuing to shit himself. I still believe that we have. I'm guessing maybe 2 months before his body.
You said that 5 months ago. Yeah, it's like Donald Trump's 2 weeks. You're 2 months. It's every week. It's another 2 months.
So but 5 months ago I was saying 4 to 6 months. So I think we're nearing the end. This is a man who is, based on some of the reporting, is basically being held up with whatever.
He gets a full goblet of infant's blood every night to rejuvenate him, and then he's set for the next day. He's not going anywhere.
Speaking of, before we wrap this up, how is it that I'm always able to segue for you? This is incredible symbiotic relationship we have. Have you seen some of the accusations coming out of the Epstein files about cannibalism and things like that?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of this stuff? Like they're talking about children, like babies being served. There is a photo that was redacted of an image of 2 chickens. And part of the image that should have been redacted that wasn't is clearly a child's leg, and it's part of the evidence. It's almost like every single time they said that Democrats were killing and eating babies, that it was just projection.
How about the fact that the Department of Justice's website is now like Pornhub? Yeah, because they've accidentally released so many nude images out there.
Yeah,
that it's not safe for your kids to go to the own government's website. It's horrible. So like the victims are suing, saying take this shit down, but they did such a poor job of redacting. Which, of course, there's 2 ways to look at it. There were 3 million files. There's no way, even just in 2 months, they were able to comb through it all.
Right?
No way. Not possible. So corners were cut. So either you're looking at severe incompetence, where they didn't do the job they were supposed to do, or this is what I like to believe, there are some secret heroes within that department who are put in charge of redacting and says, I'm going to let this one slip through. I'm going to let that one slip through. And they slip through just enough to get us all, informed that they're actually doing the deed without the credit or attribution.
3 million pages of documentation. Like, I knew there's no way that they could go through them and actually redact.
How many pages would the Barrett Gruber files contain? Like, mine would be a slim notebook. Just like maybe 13, 14 pages.
I have attempted to start writing my own memoir 2 or 3 times.
It starts with the day you dyed your beard blue. Yeah. That's as far back as it goes.
Yeah, it always starts out the same. It's I don't remember a lot, but what I do remember has had a profound effect. And then that's where I trail off. So it's a sentence and a half, you know. That's as far as I get. Now, the Barrett files, honestly, 6
Time
pages,
to release the Gruber
7
files.
pages.
I demand to see the Gruber files right away.
I'd prefer they be called the Barrett files, just because I feel like that's more apropos. And
I think the only scandalous thing that might come out about me, if enough sleuthing were done, but I think my tracks were covered, there is video out there of me doing stand-up comedy at a bar.
Really?
There is video out there. But I'm not mentioned in the video by name, so you can't trace it that way.
Are you in possession of this video?
Oh, I am. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I made a stab at it. I'm not going to say where or when, but it was so much fun. Oh, it was a blast. Yes.
I did stand up when I first moved here to Columbia. I did open mic night several times, and it was a good time. I eventually stopped doing it because I was asked by the owner by the owner of the bar, because I called out his very specific venue as being the place you were most likely to catch some sort of a rare bacterial disease, because the ceiling would drip when it wasn't raining. And you know, he didn't like that. I was asked not to come back. So
ouch.
Hey,
don't bite the hand that feeds you, Barrett.
Everybody laughed. That's real comedy, man. Yeah. So I will say this, that we did survive Snowmageddon 2026. Did you get a chance to watch the Greenland 2 movie?
I have not. I have it, but haven't watched it yet.
I implore you to watch it whenever you get an opportunity, and we can talk about it. But I will just say I enjoyed it. I thought
this is the one where Trump takes over, right? This is the plot. This is, they survived the Armageddon of the world-ending comet that hit the Earth, and now they have to deal with a Trump invasion. So that's the plot of Greenland 2. Is it? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I will just say that I think that
who's the star in it? Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
right?
Gerard Butler, and
he gets into a fist fight with Stephen Miller at the end, from what I remember. Beats the shit out of him.
I wish.
Goes all Sparta on him.
Man, that would make a great movie. That would make a great movie. I look forward to Stephen Miller and Pete Hegseth and the rest of these cronies at some point being hauled in front of a judge under criminal indictment, and a jury of their peers putting them in prison for the rest of their lives. That's
first of all, it wouldn't be a jury of their peers, because they are so low on the totem pole. There are no peers. Of normal people will judge them.
Yeah,
that's all we need to say.
Put me on that jury.
If you've got jury of peers, you'll have Pam Bondi and Kash Patel sitting on that jury. That's not what we want.
You know what's crazy, and I know we'll wrap this up here in a second, but what's crazy is that they used the Epstein files to distract us away from the ICE situation, where the ICE situation was created to distract us from the Epstein files.
I thought that was to distract us from getting Greenland.
Greenland, I think, was also a distraction from
the kidnapping of Maduro.
Right. Yeah. Also,
or was that a distraction against the inflation problems that we have?
How long
and the terrible jobs numbers and everybody being laid off?
Yeah. How long do you think before we hear that Trump is going to offer Maduro clemency in favor of Trump getting a couple $1 million from Maduro potentially turning state's evidence against whatever.
What would be the art of the deal? So the art of the deal has two characteristics. One, it's something that Trump will just make claims about in advance.
Right.
Two, it ends up being something that he was going to do anyway or had already been done.
Right.
And then three, he has to take credit for it afterwards as if it was some great feat. So you have the before, during, and after.
Yeah.
What would that be for him? It would, I don't know.
I think the before would be, he's made the claim that by having Maduro out, that it stops the drug trafficking out of Venezuela to the United States, which again, just to point out, according to Trump's own DEA, that is non-existent, that the United States has very little drugs coming in and has for decades from Venezuela, that Venezuela mainly produces cocaine and marijuana, and that cocaine and marijuana that come out of Venezuela mostly go to Europe. So that was already a non-thing that didn't exist.
All right. So then that makes sense. So then he is going to make Maduro promise to stop the drug flow to America coming out of Venezuela.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he's going to take credit for stopping the drug flow out of Venezuela from coming into America.
Right.
There's your three-part series. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Claiming a problem that didn't exist, taking action on the problem that didn't exist, and then taking credit for solving the problem that didn't exist.
Right.
A three-part play.
You know what? And Donald Trump, if you're hearing this right now, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll fill in all the blanks you need. We'll take care of that. For our cut, right? That's it.
Yeah, I gotta wonder. Interesting interview with Julie Zimmerman, by the way.
Yeah, did you like that?
I did. I feel like I don't need to have her on my show now because you've asked all the questions. There is nothing left to be asked.
She is not going to be happy about that.
No, of course not. We're going to have a lot of fun with her. So I got to reach out to her. If she's watching or listening or catching this, you are coming on Black, White, and Blue in the South. We have a backlog of guests to work through, but we're watching for that open slot. We will have you on before, I would say, early spring.
Yeah.
At the latest. So, and we only record bi-weekly as it is. So it's it'll be here before you know it.
Anything interesting going on with the state legislature that are you watching videos this year?
No, I have run out of time. That time has just disappeared.
I bet you have. Your commitment to that last year was unbelievable. Like, I know I watched probably 6 or 7 hours out of it. I mostly got highlights. If you mentioned something in your social media, then I went back and pulled it up and watched it.
I miss it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. It is, I don't know what has happened, but I have literally no time. I don't know where all my time, it's this damn show is what it is. If it wasn't for this kind of daily show, I'd be out there watching legislative videos,
I will not make you commit to Tuesdays and Thursdays then of the kind of daily show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's wrap it up. It's going to do it. Big thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget you can follow Bill at Political Bill SC. You can follow me at Barrett Gruber. Thanks for liking and hitting that bell. And if you can, give us a 5-star review and leave a comment next time. Or until next time, you all stay safe, be kind, and keep your hands to yourself.